So the Stars arrive in Cape Girardeau and win their first set against the 5-time defending state champs. That has to feel good for the team from Kansas City. Now a kill by Staciana Stock, a bit of an X play as she came around, hit a high ball in the middle. And we'll see how Lafayette responds. Certainly all of these players are experienced at state, with the exception of maybe a couple of the younger players that did not get to suit up in the past. Hannah Flowers over the top of the block, but dug by Jackie Smith. Now Flowers and Weselich form a block that is handled. Mary Gable sends it over, and power tip to the deep corner. Good job by Staciana Stock, and then Orlando dumps on two. Now a one-on-one situation, and this time Molly Bird is rejected. Big solo stuff block by number 25, Hannah Flowers. So Flowers goes 6-2, Bird goes 5-8, and Bird had a terrific first set, had about 6 or 7 kills, but not this time. Stock is the server. She likes topspin. Bird will get another swing, and this time it's Weselich with the block. Flowers was up, so Bird tried to cut a little bit of an angle, and number 15 with the rejection. 3-0 early Lafayette. Somewhat the reaction you would expect from the perennial powerhouse. They have to feel comfortable here in the Show Me Center. I believe we've been down here for 6 years, and they've never lost a state championship in this building. That's a hitting error down the line for Flowers. So 3-1 early. And coming on to serve and set is Caitlin Giefer. Big swing. Hannah Flowers in the seam of the block. She got the ball between Bird and Keller. So a great swing from number 25, Hannah Flowers. The server is Melanie Flowers, number 14, and she serves an ace. And now she'll get the ball back and try to do it 2 in a row. And that's one of my many observations over the years. After a player, whether it's high school, club, college, serves an ace, what does she do with the next serve? She serves it out. And looking surprised is Melanie Flowers. Number 14 just tried to do a little too much. No need to follow an ace with another ace. Follow it with an in serve. You've already got the team on the defensive, but not this time. Lily Cooper on the 3 set from Emily Orlando, and a big celebration by the 6'5" junior Lily Cooper. She's a Duke University commit. I want to say hi to her dad Dave and her mom Lana, but they're probably in the building, but they might watch this. Remember, on Prepcast you can listen live or listen later, and actually now watch live or watch later. Errant serve by Hannah Flowers goes long, so the Stars will be on serve, and Mary Keller will send it over. Flowers with a wild save of a free ball, and she sends that out. That's compounding a problem. Emily Orlando just put up a ball for Hannah Flowers to clear, and then she cleared it wide. So easy point for the Stars. Now the ball goes all the way over in the plane, and it's put down by Claire Wilmot. And this one's tightened up. Lafayette's still up, but it's 6-5, I believe. Scoreboard a little slow. Now it shows 6-5. Both captains were called over. Emily Orlando, our referee, and we promised to give the officials' names, and we'll have to work on that right now. Low pass by Flowers and a cleared ball. And hitting air. Players whining for a touch, but they won't get the call. No line judge saw a touch. It didn't look like a touch to me, but I could be wrong. I'm up in the skybox, so really not my job to call it. Errant pass, and this will come back short. Good touch by Wimes to just keep that alive. Now it's dumped over, and Wimes picks the Orlando shot up, and then a roll shot deep. And this is somewhat amazing. That was number 20, Macy Bowers. We have confirmed that number. And also, we want to thank Mark Huff for the Stars being a sponsor of PrepCast, in addition to Steve Barry for Lafayette. Both schools stepping up. Lily Cooper is rejected. Good combination block. Macy Bowers with Claire Wilmot. One problem with Lily Cooper is she's 6'5". You can't set her too high. That set was low. And so the block was waiting.
I heard it out loud. I don't see it.
Here comes Staciana Stock down the middle. This time a dig by Megan Cotter keeps it alive, comes all the way back, and Cooper with the tip. Good defense from the Stars. They'll get a swing on the right side from Ellie Brewer. Now they're going to try their middle, and Cooper's up with Stock. So Lily Cooper at 6'5". Staciana Stock just goes 5'9", but somebody touched that swing out of the middle. So the libero, Kaylee Kantouth, puts it in play. And another errant swing from Ellie Brewer down the line and long. And both teams look a little flat, which is surprising. You've been waiting all day. We had a playoff match between Liberty and Herman, which Herman won, a deciding single set playoff to decide who goes to the Class 2 championship. So these teams had to wait a little longer, and yet not seeing the energy in this second set that we saw in the first. Orlando with a long run. She feeds Stock, and Stock drives it off the hands of Ellie Brewer, and now it's 11-6. We'll see if first-year coach Lauren Brentlinger takes a timeout. Helps to be up a set. You don't have to be in as big a hurry. And a great 3-set off an excellent pass, as that was Maria Weideman feeding Claire Wilmot. Always like it when that 3-set clicks in serve receive. And the servers, number 3, Isabel Flores. Mary Gable out of the back row. Spinning ball off of the block by Bird, and then a quick finish, and that's excellent connection. In transition, off of the dig. Orlando's 5 or 6 feet off the net, and she's still able to feed Catherine Wesselich. Wesselich at 6'1", just a junior, so she'll be back with Lily Cooper. Now Wesselich with a touch. This ball will come back from a Stock. Good pickup by Flores. And a hard angle from Bird. Stock the other way with an even harder shot. Staciana Stock in the neon pink headband. Always good. If you want to be on the PrepCast broadcast, go with the neon pink headband. And now a timeout taken by head coach Lauren Brentlinger. And again, we want to thank St. Teresa's Athletic Director Mark Huff and Lafayette Athletic Director Steve Barry for stepping up and being sponsors of the PrepCast Broadcasting Network here at the state tournament. We always enjoy coming to Cape Girardeau on the Friday for pool play. And on the other court, Ozark up 2-1 over Francis Howell. Maybe we'll check in with Tim Miller and he can tell us who won the first set.
Yeah, it was Francis Howell 25-19, Steve. It was we're talking on both courts right now, folks. So yeah, it was close, but Francis Howell did their damage. And of course, as you know, Good play in there by really everybody. It's a balanced attack really by Francis Howell.
Yeah, I've been impressed by Francis Howell. I saw them at districts, and they are a very, very, very strong team. Well, we'll let Tim Miller go back to his broadcast. We're back in action here on court 1. And a shot goes all the way over by Bird, and then she comes right back and attacks off of Flowers' hands, and a nice kill off the timeout. Coach Lauren Brentlinger got what she wanted. A quick side out. Wasn't a first ball side out, but it was a nice play by Molly Bird. Jackie Smith, the libero, puts it in play. Hannah Flowers from the left side. She's dug by Smith. And then Bird over the top. Another kill, number 6. Getting back after it here in set 2. Stars won the first set by a score of 25-18, I believe. Always important to write those things down. Staciana Stock out of the middle. An explosive swing. I'll call that a 3-set. She had some separation from Emily Orlando, the 5'7" senior setter. Orlando had to wait her turn, got to play a little 6-2 action, but basically was a backup setter on the last 2 state championships teams, but now she runs the offense. Kill over on the left. It's Molly Bird, number 6. Gabby Wimes is the taller of the 2 outside hitters, but both pin hitters over on the left side for St. Teresa's have been impressive. Both these teams have played tough schedules. They've each got 6 losses coming into today. But they are battle-tested. Bird with the roll shot. Orlando's going to try the back set to Flowers down the line. Oh, and the libero. Oh, you can't give a replay on that. I'm sorry. That ball was as good as down. And to be honest, I don't believe that's the rule. The line judge is part of the court. I think the first referee has this call wrong. I'll just be really honest. Should not be a replay. That ball was absolutely down. We'll see if that makes a difference. 14-10. Lafayette is up. Good short serve by number 2, Giefer. And Flowers on a ball in the plane hits it out. Bad decision. So we'll see if that makes a difference. It would have been 15-9. And the libero, Jackie Smith, ran into the line judge, and they gave a replay, but it was a judgment call, so I guess I can't argue it. But there's no way that ball was coming back. Let's see if the call affects Lafayette. Sometimes you are still playing behind. Well, wide set and no chance for Molly Bird on that play, as Caitlin Giefer put her well beyond the antenna and very low. So Lafayette gets the side out. They lead 15-11. Our first referee for this match on the stand is Lori Ferguson, and the second referee is Tim Carl. Lori Ferguson's from Springfield. Tim Carl is from Jefferson City. So that is the call. We'll find out. I'll ask the head of officials if the line judge can be called a replay. I guess they can. It's a pure judgment call. Hannah Flowers, no line judge in the way of Jackie Smith on that swing, as Flowers with the kill. Smith with the sprawling effort, but that ball hit the block. Always tough when you're the middle back defender and you get a ball that goes through or off the blocker's hands. Just changes everything. Lafayette up 16-12. Flowers the server. Good up by Smith. Back 1 set to Macy Bowers, and she puts it away. That was hit with authority. And the server will be the middle, Mary Keller. At 6'1", uses the high jump float. And a good one. Indecision on the part of Melanie Flowers. And by the way, Melanie Flowers and Hannah Flowers, no relation. And it is 16-14. And Zach Young's going to take his first timeout. Well, we do appreciate our officials, and we don't want to pick on Lori Ferguson. It is a judgment call, and the line judge absolutely did get run over, but it seemed like the ball was going to land well on the red and out of reach of everyone. Let's see if we can find out who our line judge is. In the near court, it's Tom Barry from St. Louis, and in the far court, it is Kelly Shear Spalding from Poplar Bluff. So we think Kelly Shear Spalding and Jackie Smith are both okay. She's still line judging, and Jackie Smith still playing libero. But it was a strange play. And we'll find out if it affects the outcome of this one. Mary Keller continues to serve, this time a good up. And Lily Cooper with the tomahawk to her left. So Cooper's already been set more in this first set than she probably got set in the entire tournament last year. Taryn Griffey was the big go-to middle, and Lily Cooper was the second middle for the Lancers. Now a very tough float serve from number 13, Mary Gable, and it handcuffed Gabby Wimes. Let's see if Gable goes right back at number 10. They shift it over. Nice piece of maneuvering by, I believe that was Flores in the back row, and then a kill over on the right side. No, it was Megan Cotter. So they let Wimes stand as though she was going to pass, and at the last second she pulled out, and a good job by Cotter to step in, and it led to a kill over on the right side. I believe that last kill was by Macy Bowers. Now she's off as the double switch is complete, and Brewer and Weideman are back in. Hard to keep track of all these double switches in 6-2 offenses. You get 18 subs in high school volleyball, so you can run a lot of 6-2 offense before you run out of subs. Staciana Stock, Jackie Smith with the dig. It'll come back as a short free ball. Oh, pushed over by Orlando right to the back right position. Probably not the ideal play. And then the tip goes to the floor. Out on the left pin, that was Gabby Wimes. So it's 18-16. Lancers in trouble. We've got a shoelace being tied by Lexi Levanchi. Her brother Nick now at Ball State, where he's the libero. Defense runs in the Levanchi family. Hard driven ball, Stacy out of stock. And line judge stood perfectly still. That ball was a little deeper than the last one, but she made sure, she's got a smile on her face. I'm standing still, girls, don't run into me. It really isn't her job to move out of the way. They need to run around her. So 19-16 on that kill by Stock. Tip in the middle. Good pickup by Cantout to read the tip. And then just cleared by Coggin deep. Now Coggin's up with Weselich, and the double block stops Gabby Wimes. So this is a switch of Kerrigan Coggin, the blocking sub. She comes in for Emily Orlando. Basically no setter in the lineup, although the unofficial setter will be Lexi Levanchi out of her right back position. I saw Hugh McCutcheon do this at Minnesota. A kill out of the middle on a 3-set to Claire Wilmot. Nice pickup by Wilmot. She was in perfect position to hit that 3 ball. The double sub again as Wimes comes off for Isabel Flores. She'll be the server. And then coming in the front row is number 6, Molly Bird. So she was off for Cotter, I believe. And an errant serve from Isabel Flores. So Hannah Flowers will return to the front row, and Emily Orlando is now in the back row, so no need to use Kerrigan Coggin as a blocking sub. Coggin is a 6-1 right side. Now a kill from Molly Bird. And again, number 6 continuing to shine for the Stars. She's one of the brightest stars in this one, as it's only a 3-point deficit for the Stars, and they've got Jackie Smith on serve. And she serves what almost is an ace, but just cleared over by Stock. Good touch by Orlando to keep that ball alive. Tip deep corner. Gable reads it. Chance for Wesselich. She tips right at Flores. Now running a one slide, and it's blocked by Hannah Flowers. So Hannah Flowers at 6'2", hung in the air and blocked that ball down with one hand. And so now head coach Lauren Brentlinger is going to take her second and final timeout. I believe it's her second and final. We'll check the call at the break. Lafayette's up 22-18. They lost the first set by a score of, I believe, 25-18. So important to get a split if you're the defending Class 4 state champs. It's always interesting. Nice crowd on hand for both St. Teresa's and Lafayette, but these crowds pale in comparison to the Class 1 and 2 crowds. New Haven, Valley of St. Genevieve, who of course don't have too far to come, but just huge crowds. Herman in Class 2. They fill both sides of this arena. But a nice crowd for both St. Teresa's and Lafayette. Most Lafayette fans in black, most St. Teresa fans in gold off to our left. Staceyana Stock with a big serve off the timeout. She gets over a good one. Chance to go back one, but it has to be tipped by Wilmot. Gable will get a swing down the line off the defender. Maria Weideman was dug in back right, but she couldn't handle that shot from Gable, and it's now a 5-point separation, 23-18. I think head coach Zach Young can breathe a little easier. Staceyana Stock with a good serve. Trying the exact same play, the back one slide, and Wesselich into the tape. I don't think Wilmot blocked that ball as much as Wesselich hit it into the top of the tape. Orlando had forced that quick in the middle from off the net earlier, and this time it didn't work. So now we're trying to get a sub into the game, as it looks like number 2 will come in. That's Kiefer, but I'm not sure. Maybe St. Teresa's out of subs. They're going to keep number 12, Maria Weideman, on to hit right side. So I don't know if that's a planned decision, but Weideman with a little piece of that block. Oh, we're going to get a one-handed lift call. First referee, Laurie Ferguson, didn't really care for a one-handed set from the middle, Claire Wilmot. And I have to be honest, excuse me, I say it was Wilmot. It was Mary Keller, number 8. I have to agree with our first referee. Most refs will not allow a middle to set one-handed. Maybe a setter, but not a middle. Ball over on the right and hit out, and on that hitting air by Molly Bird. The second set goes to Lafayette. They win it 25-19. So, appropriately, as you would expect from two very talented, evenly matched teams, Lafayette wins the second set. St. Teresa's won the first set. They're each in at one set apiece. On the other court, Francis Howell up 19-14 on Ozark, so they're trying to go to 2-0 in sets and put Ozark at 0-2. We'll see how that works out.